to go back very quickly in terms of the method, we had all this data. We had to find a way to basically tie nights of sleep data with location, which is what you need for day length and country analysis. We did that by tying sleep data with activity data, so we could be confident of where those sleeps occurred for users, which were completely anonymized, part of the Terra platform. And then you use some pretty complicated maths to then look at the kind of to then analyze the data.
Yeah, it was a really interesting problem, because when we store sleep data, we don't store the latitude and longitude values for that sleep. But the same users that we have sleep data for, we also have activity data for. And we do store activity latitude and longitudes. And obviously it's not a given that someone doing an activity in a certain location sleeps in the same location. So you have to be sort of smart with it. So what we did was we sampled sort of like a random latitude and longitude per user. So we found one location that they did activities in. And then we mapped that to a country. We found out the time zone for that country. And then we mapped the time zone to the time zone offset that we had for sleep, because we did store time zone values for sleep. And that got rid of a lot of these like points that wouldn't really make sense otherwise. Vacations, you're not going to have, if you're on a vacation, if you're doing activities in a vacation, that's not going to that's going to get filtered out by this time zone filtering process. All just strange values that also get sort of filtered out. And so we did a couple stability checks. There's a box and biscuit plot in the supplementary information of the paper, which is really nice. It sort of shows that the difference between activity, latitude, and longitudes, and the difference between what we inferred was like 5 degrees of latitude. It was really nice. So I think that was a really nice way of going about it. And realistically, I think the best we could have done with the amount of data we had. And I think we did another stability check where we checked how often does a person do activities in the country that we just assigned them their like residents to. And it came out to like 89 point something %. I think that's pretty good too. Yeah.